covenant they have already made in their own hearts. Ryan and Trina know that true marriage can be the greatest of all earthly experiences. They have both entered into this marriage reverently, thoughtfully, and with full understanding of its sacredness. Two people in a committed relationship are like a dynamic city. There are alleys and gardens, secret rooftops, and places where daisies sprout between sidewalk cracks. Much of the time in life, we only see glimpses and small parts of the city where we reside. With the love in marriage, you find the hidden treasures of the new, vibrant city you now live in together. Even those perfect places you didn't know existed, and those that you would not have thought to call beautiful. This marriage is a union of two individuals, and it is also a union of spirits known to God. These are two whole people coming together. Everyone here knows that this union brings out the best of two independent yet unified natures. We'll now have a unity sand ceremony, and we'll ask for assistance from Vanessa and Ashley just to bring up the sand. Thank you. You'll each take one. Your lives today, much like the grains of sand you pour now, come together as one beautiful picture, designed by each of you and formed into one whole work of art. Like grains of sand on a beach, all relationships will experience times of stormy weather. It is up to you both to flow together through these times, to compromise, to give something up in order to gain something greater. The love the two of you have for each other is bigger than the greatest of storms. And that's the key. Always remember the core of your special bond together. Draw upon the strength of this love during smooth sailing times and turbulent times as well. Let this marriage be a garden that blooms joyfully in every season. The words of Khalil Gibran. Stand together, yet not too near together. The pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. We trust that Trina and Ryan are entering into this new life experience with affection, and that they will feed it with intimacy and strengthen it with mutual respect and trust. Ryan and Trina, in your marriage, you are committing yourselves to share your individuality with each other. You are not giving up your freedom, and you will not stop growing. You will be growing in a new way, together with love and joy. Love is the spiritual foundation upon which a happy and joyous relationship is built. Love recognizes the goodness of each other and the rightness and integrity of each individual. Now, on this occasion of their marriage, Trina and Ryan have chosen to read aloud special vows that they have written for one another, and so I will now give them the microphone.
Ryan, I take you to be my husband because I like nice things. Very nice things. I've been known to love stuff that sparkles and shines, and you are no exception. In you, I found a soul that is made of the finest quality, brighter and more beautiful than anyone I've ever met. Today, my many years of prayers for a husband are answered. I want you to be my husband because you're real, honest, and without judgment. You remind me that those who are different need to be heard, loved, and treated equally. You go through great lengths to understand all perspectives, and I love watching you engage in a respectful debate. You show me how to relax when I can't keep still. You support my ever-changing new ideas and always pretend to be excited about my little projects. You leave sweet notes on the coffee pot and in my car. Those ridiculous dance moves make me laugh out loud. And I will never get tired of your spot-on Bill Burr impression. When we met, you barely owned a screwdriver, but thanks to hundreds of YouTube videos, you're now quite the handyman. When we fight hard, but you listen quietly and calm me down with logic and good sense. As I stand here in front of our dearest loved ones, here are my promises to you. In sickness and in health, if you ever need a doctor again in a foreign country, I promise not to make you go alone. For richer or for poorer, I promise not to spend all of our money on Amazon. I promise to practice my mom's pork stew recipe over and over. I'll even do the dishes afterwards. I promise to always keep you on your toes while I jump from project to project. I promise to make you laugh. I promise to continue to love you more each day, even when I really don't like you. If God blesses us with children, I promise to love, teach, and nurture them just as my parents have done. Above all, I promise to be a better version of me, to be the wife who always gives you something to look forward to. And I promise that our life together will be a long-lasting adventure.
I knew that was going to happen. Killed it. The pressure now. She tells me that I'm the one who can speak well and I would do a good job, but wow. So, if I can follow that. No. Trina. I take you to be my wife because ever since that February night at Snickers in Chicago, my love started and has only grown and solidified. You're my best friend, my best confidant, and someone I can't imagine living without. We found each other in an unconventional way. We come from different backgrounds, but we've managed to build a partnership based on love that's endured. I want you to be my wife and continue this improbable journey together. You're a free spirit grounded in a strong work ethic, a sustaining faith, love of family, and an unquenchable thirst for fun. Finding a way to make you laugh is always the highlight of my life, and any day. it's an instinct for you that you always put everybody else's happiness and fun, and I'm sure everybody has noticed that, ahead of your own. I can sit next to you in a car for 7 hours on the way to Louisiana and I never feel like rolling out. The courage and fearlessness that you've shown in your life, they inspire me. They convince me that you're not just strong-willed and stubborn, but you're resilient, you're driven, and you're open to listen to feedback and make changes for the better. I would really value your advice, and your support has no bounds. Every time I'm uncertain in what to do, you always calm me down. And every decision you've told me to make since I've known you has turned out for the best, for me, for you, for our family. And she's dropped it. I'll throw that in there too. I'll hurry up because I know you guys are hot. Okay, so this ring that I will give you symbolizes the promises that I make today to you and their unwavering strength. I promise to treat our relationship and partnership made of shared experiences in love, and not one where we tally up transactions and keep score. I promise to always be honest with you, even when it cuts deep. I promise that you will live with the peace and security of knowing that lies aren't tolerated. Telling the truth is not something that I do, it's my foundation, it's my moral core. I promise to do everything within my power to support you and our family, financially, intellectually, and in times of emotional distress. I will love and support your family like my own. And maybe more if there's Cajun food. Sorry. I know your random projects bring you joy, so I do promise to do my best to support them and take part from time to time, no matter how strange they seem at first, because they always seem to turn out amazing. And above all, I promise to be loyal and trusting companion who gives you the best of myself, and I'll listen and respect you always. I am confident that together you and I will be able to build a partnership and a love that can last and full of happiness and fun.
It's okay.
Now I say Trina and Ryan, please join hands. You have chosen rings as a symbol of the unbroken unity of marriage. They are circular, a symbol of love's ongoingness. They represent purity, strength, and a continued flow of harmony. Now is when you exchange rings. And now, as a symbol of these rings and the resonance of your marriage and your love, your future, your now, and your past, we will have a Tibetan bell ceremony, and Dirk will help with that. Please each hold one part of the dorje, just representing your unity together. love that gives you the courage to stand apart as individuals and the willingness to become completely unified. And now, it's the time for a kiss. And now I would welcome you all to say